Welcome to the Boston's Big Four podcast. Cast. New news about music and sports every week, sometimes.
All right, we're back. Brand new episode, Boston's Big Podcast. We got Suriel with us. Someone we've been talking about getting on for a while.
Yeah, man. Good to be here.
Yeah, man. Good to have you here. I first met you. I just need to mention this. I'm wearing the Justin Clancy t-shirt right now from 2018.
Fire.
I first met you at his listening party in 2018.
Yeah.
And you went by Wilson at that time.
Right.
And you had a song out called Double Dare with Stupid Genius. Mm-hmm. That was a jam. Mm-hmm. And so that's my introduction to you. How long before that did you start making music?
That was 2018.
Yeah.
2006.
Oh, wow. Okay. So a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
All right. How old were you in 2006?
Exposing.
11? Okay.
Yeah.
So 11 when you wrote your first rap?
Around there, yeah.
All right. And I think it was on Big Dookie Chain podcast. You said Lil Wayne was a big influence at
Lil
that
Wayne
time.
was my favorite rapper. Well, I've had a lot of favorite rappers throughout the years, but Lil Wayne at that time was definitely the most influential rapper for me.
Yeah.
And I even had my first rap name was Little Wizzy. Or
Okay.
just Wizzy.
Okay.
Like trying to be like Wheezy.
Yeah.
So and my name's Wilson, so
All right.
yeah.
I feel like everyone wanted a name like that after, Wheezy or whatever.
He was a trendsetter, definitely.
Yeah,
during
Definitely.
that time.
He was just so ill.
Yeah.
You know, all the mixtapes, just everything. That like 06 time, there was no better rapper. 06, 07, 08.
That is a fact.
I don't want to skip ahead a little bit, but
Yeah.
you mentioned the Lil Wayne thing. And the other night we were listening to just a quick teaser, Pressure 2. Keep an eye out, July 4th. It's actually going to be out by the time this comes out.
Yeah, cool.
But I hope you guys like it. We got a sneak peek the other night, and you mentioned you don't write. So a lot of it's punched in freestyle stuff, right?
Yeah,
So
all of it.
All of it. Okay,
Yeah.
so is that inspiration that came from Lil Wayne, or is that something you were doing like before?
It was not. So yes, Lil Wayne and Jay-Z were inspirations for that because I always heard about them not rapping. But what happened for me one time was during the time I was making Blank Slate, I went to record with Stupid Genius, and there's Chaz and Rich, and they both did their verses in like 20 minutes in front of me. And like to me, I was taking I remember the song Rockland Street took me like a week and a half to write the whole song. And just because like I just couldn't finish the ideas or whatever ideas weren't coming to me. So when I saw that, I'm like, yo, I need to be able to do this. Because I already wanted to do that. But then I saw them do it, and then I was like, nah, I needed to be able to do this. So then I did the song, one of the songs from Blank Slate. I can't remember the name right now. I just did that one. That was the first time I did a song without like writing anything. And from there, I pretty much haven't done it since.
Okay. And you
Yeah.
find you make music faster now that you're not writing?
I find that I make music faster. I find that I make music easier. I find that it sounds better. I find that I don't think at all when I'm writing or creating music, and it just allows me to just flow.
What do you do to get into that flow state? Do you have like a rhythm, or is it
I
just kind of happen?
I just keep rapping.
Okay.
Like even if I feel like I'm mentally blocked or something like that, just getting one out the way gets me in that zone. Like I feel like writer's block only exists if you're overthinking it. So like when you stop overthinking it, then you just can keep going and get into that next flow state.
Yeah, it's funny, and admittedly, I've definitely tried to write bars before, and like if every time I sit down and I'm like, I have things to talk about, and then I can't write anything that's meaningful to a rhyme scheme, like or anything, and it's
But that's the point. That's the interesting thing. See, that is what causes writer's block.
Yeah.
Thinking about it. Like if you just go and don't think about anything, you're going to say something.
right.
And just not judging it is what allows you to be able to create freely. Like
Yeah,
I make songs, I don't judge them. I remember I went to a session one time and I was working with an artist and I was like, yo, like if the songs suck, let's just keep making let's make another one. If they're good, they're good. If they suck, they suck. It's okay.
well, it's reps.
You know what I
Not
mean?
every rep's going to be perfect, and
Yeah.
you're building the muscle there. So
Definitely. I saw Ed Sheeran was talking about that in an interview recently. Like, it's important to make bad songs. You have to do it. You got to get them out of the way.
You
to
just
make
get,
good
it's
ones.
like, I just look at it like, it's just, you just get it out the way and
Yeah.
then the good ones come.
Yep.
And then the
Yeah.
good thing is that once the good ones start coming, like they'll just come back to back to back is what I've noticed, at least for me.
Yeah, definitely.
You kind of catch a rhythm and
Yeah.
just, yeah.
So this last project, you you mentioned, and I don't want to like repeat things that
No,
we have
let's do
already
it.
talked
Yeah, let's
about
do
here, but the listeners don't know.
Right.
So you have, I don't want to spill too much here, but you said there were 32 tracks that you made in a 7-day period.
Right.
And 12 of those are on Pressure 2, right?
11. We cut
11.
one out. We cut one out.
Oh, okay. Well, then look out for the deluxe. That's big bucks, so maybe save. But so that like rapid fire process, like how did you guys like find yourself in the zone there? And I know each song is different, so
Yeah.
like you had to change track like mindsets and everything there. Like what was that like?
I like to just really be in the moment when I make music, right? So with T came down to Puerto Rico. T the Truth produced the whole project just like he did Pressure One. We had him come down to Puerto Rico and we just kind of set up like a shop, right? And basically the beginning of the day we would do whatever it is, gym, get smoothies, go to the beach, whatever it was, and then let's say 2 o'clock we were locked in all the way to like 3 a.m. every day. And
2 p.m. to 3 a.m. These
pretty
are
much,
11-hour
yeah,
days.
pretty
Dang.
much. And
Plus a workout.
yeah, we would just keep going. And the thing was like, you know, some songs. Wait, what was the question again? Sorry. Where do we
Just like what was the, to be honest, like
Yeah.
my just even now, I'm not even sure where I initiated that thought process, but I wanted to talk about the 7 days, 32
Yeah, yeah,
tracks
sorry,
and like
sorry.
how you selected that, how the songs came about. Cause I know you mentioned there were like relationship things going on at the time and like where some of that
Yeah.
inspiration might've come
So
from.
it was an inspiration of whatever though. It was all inspiration actually because me and T we would go either listen to samples and then make the beat on the spot. Then I would make the song and then we'd do it again. And
Okay.
it was like if I had an idea, which I didn't really have that many. There was only a couple ideas that I kind of started. But the rest of it was like T and Prez kind of bouncing ideas. And then we just went from there. But the good thing was like I would go through like things that I wanted to say and I was able to get them all out. Like it's interesting because like we would make 4 or 5 songs in a day and it would be like one completely drastic mood change. Like I'd be like in a super deep relationship mood to then making like a song like Pop 2 or something like that, which you'll hear on the album, which is like super high energy. And so like it was the first time where I was able to do such drastic emotional changes and still make a bunch of songs in the day that didn't sound at all like each other, which was really cool. So I think that was just a really fun, free, creative process. And the fact that we just sat down for 11 hours and like we're just going to our goal was to make 6 songs a day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was just the plan. It was just like, it was like boot camp. It was just like, yo, let's go. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Let's get another one. Like as soon as we finish, let's get another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
know?
So the fresh, like we were talking about the freestyle piece of that. So I think that has to aid you there, like where you're just kind of coming up with the ideas.
Yeah, definitely.
Like as soon as they come up, and I think this analogy was made the other night. It's like basically like you're picking it like at its freshest moment. Because if you sit and think about it for a while and you're like, I'll record that later, it's like a little rotten maybe, or like
I saw
not quite the same,
I saw an
you know?
interview one time. Jay-Z said that thought is like the #1 killer of art, or something like along those lines. I'm paraphrasing.
Don't think.
whatever. But basically, yeah, like if you're just creating off of inspiration and energy and mood or whatever, like it's the purest art form because it doesn't require thought. Like once you start having to strategize a whole thing, that becomes like a business move or like a forced emotion or like a forced thought or like a forced thing. It's like I'm creating art right now and it feels like it, you know, like I feel like an artist because I'm not thinking about it. I'm like embodying it in the moment.
Right. You're not going into the studio like, all right, I got to make a love song today. I got to
Right.
make a club song today. It's like
Right.
whatever comes out, comes out. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, it's like a business strategy at that point. If that's how you go about your art. I'm just trying to make music. Like it sounds good. And then obviously when you make the track list, you do the strategic stuff. Like, okay, we need this song here for whatever. But like during the creative process, I try not to literally have anything like pointing me in whatever direction. I try to just do it, whatever feels good.
So I want to give a shout out to T because he's a huge hand in this too. where
100%.
You guys having that synergy to be able to make beats on the spot, you can write to them on the spot.
Yep.
And it is fire. Like just check it out. Or you guys probably have heard it by now, but if you haven't, go check it out. It's fire. I guess like I almost didn't believe like that you didn't have anything written, you know, or like that you hadn't. So Are the beats that T made, like, are you guys making any samples on your own, or are you just shopping like things he has in the packs? And
Yeah, it's through the packs.
okay.
With T, I think we went through packs for mostly everything on the album.
Okay.
Which helps because we just made a quick workflow of it. I've been in sessions where you start from scratch entirely, and it takes like 3 hours to make the beat.
Yeah.
Or 2 hours, and by the time the 2 hours are over, like all my ideas that I had are like either I had to have written them down or recorded them gotten like a voice memo or something, and it just kind of drains me creatively. T was able to do it like 20 minutes, have a beat ready, and then I could just rap on it, and an hour in the song would be done.
Yeah.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
I would love to see, if you'd like live stream one of those, I would
I
definitely.
have every single song recorded.
Oh,
Vlog.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can,
Vlog
we
style.
can see that. That's
I'm gonna put it together somehow and put it out. But yeah, it's like we
Okay.
have the version, like from the beat creation to the verse or to the song or whatever.
Have you had to go back through one of those to be like, what was that shit we were saying? Like, or like, what did that beat sound like in the moment? Whatever, if like a file got cleared.
No.
Oh, you didn't have to go back through the archive?
No, not really.
Nice. Okay. Well, I guess it makes sense. Like, you're not really dropping anything and picking it up later. So,
Yeah.
like, what is there to forget?
Yeah.
So you've been making music for a while, and it sounds like you've it's been a lot of trial and error in figuring out like what your process is. Like what's the best process for you in the studio?
It's difficult because each producer has their own different set of rules or type thing, and they want to work their own way. So what I find for me is I think the situation with T right now is the best situation I've had to work with because it allows me to just do as many tracks as I can in a day. Also, it just gives me the freedom of working quickly.
Yeah.
Like like I said, I've had producers, like great producers, where I sit in the studio for 2 hours, let them make the beat, and by the time the beat's made, I'm like not in that super hyped up energy that I am with T. So that's what I've noticed. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I've written any lyrics, so like that was part of the process at a point.
Yeah.
Thinking about concepts was also another point of the process that I had. Like I used to try to think of concepts or like create, like the Shelter Tape, for example, was like a project where it was more storyline driven, and I'm trying to tell certain points of the story throughout the project. So this one is just more so just like, bro, we set a goal to make 6 albums, and we set timelines, and we're trying to do them all, and we're just also just being as free and inspired by the moment as possible.
Yeah. I remember you put out a project a couple years ago, might have been 3-4 years ago now, where you were talking about you were in the hospital for a bit.
What can I say? That was like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Man, time flies.
Yeah.
But at that point, I remember going to the listening party. You mentioned that you were overworking yourself basically at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So what have you learned since then? And like, how do you take precautions now to make sure you're not overworking yourself?
Well, a lot of that was just pressure that I was putting on myself.
Yeah.
So I was going extra kind of crazy to try to like accomplish things. Since then, I've been chilling a lot more. Like as far as like, okay, like I understand I have to work these certain hours. I'm just more consistent when I try to work. But also like recently, I just moved to Puerto Rico, and just being on an island is like peaceful.
Yeah.
And like serene, and like if I feel stressed out, I can just go to the water.
Yeah.
Like the ocean is right in the backyard. You know what I mean? It's like, it's pretty amazing. So like,
It's got to be fun to live where people vacation.
yeah, everybody's happy, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody's happy. Everything is mad slow. So it's like completely opposite of what we're used to here.
Yeah.
And like,
Are you the fastest thing there since you're working so hard making all these tracks?
bro, people are like, people from Puerto Rico, I tell them I just dropped an album, and then I dropped another album, and then I'm dropping another one like next week. They're like, wow, that's crazy. Like, and then they see the videos and all this stuff. So they're like, wow, like they're really impressed. But dude, it's crazy there. Anything that would take like 1 day here takes like 2 weeks there. It's crazy. Like
Dang.
legal documents, all kinds of stuff. So.
Yeah.
I hope you're not in a rush. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
if you're in a rush, bro, just like,
Not the place
Just
to
take
be.
a seat and just
Dang.
go to the beach, bro, for a couple days. Check
Is
in
that
on it later.
what inspired the move? Was like just kind of a change of pace?
That, yeah. So there's a lot of things that inspired the move. Prez has been into like to real estate over there, and he was kind of giving me some game about that, and that's part of the reason. Also, just switching up the lifestyle entirely and being able to be on an island where I quit my job to make music full time, and,
Right.
and that situation over there just gives me a lot more like inspiration and vibes. Like, and it's a little bit cheaper to live there than it is here in certain things.
Fair.
Even on an island, that's interesting. I feel like, you know, everything's got to cost a little more, right?
Certain things are more expensive, but certain things aren't.
Wow.
And so it's like it's been cool, man. It's like it's different culture. I'm Dominican, so like I speak Spanish, but it's still different, like super different. So getting adjusted to the Spanish is cool, but
Oh, like the regional Spanish, like it's a little different.
just the Spanish in general. I never had to talk Spanish.
Oh, I see.
To get around. You really like, unless I'm on a vacation or something like that. So like to do that is a little bit different. But overall, it's been good, man. There's like some other tax benefits and things like that that you could take advantage of in Puerto Rico.
You're selling me, dude. I think I might move.
Nah, check it out, bro. I mean, it's a great lifestyle, like for real. I would say it's been very positive impact. I mean, it's given me time to create differently. Like I wrote a book recently. Like I just had time to do all this stuff.
You wrote a book.
Yeah.
What inspired that?
Pressure.
Okay.
So the book is called Diamonds, and it's basically what I call the gems from pressure. So I basically took on each song of Pressure, I took like a line, and I basically talked about the motivation behind that line and how you could use that motivation to maybe hopefully impact your life somehow and for the better, you know.
Wow, that's impressive. How long is the book?
The audio book is like 20 minutes.
Okay.
So it's like 64 pages on ebook or something like that.
All right. Nice. I got to check that out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's
man.
available.
Yeah, it's available on all ebook platforms except for Amazon right now.
Okay.
But it's like on Barnes and Nobles, Apple.
Okay, is that Amazon's fault, or are you just purposely not doing it?
They have a different distribution thing, and that's my first time putting out a book, so I got to figure that part
That's
out.
crazy. Amazon, you were the book people. So
Yeah, I
like,
know, right?
What's the deal?
They like rejected my book at first because of the format, and then they have their own thing, so you have to like
Amazon.
Bezos, come on.
Yeah, dude.
What are we doing
Dropping
here?
it big
you have
time.
to go
That's
directly
crazy.
through Amazon somehow. So I got to figure
Damn.
that out.
Annoying. Wow. Oh, I'm sure they probably want their piece. Those publishers, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they give you the least.
Amazon
profit.
does.
Yeah,
Oh,
doesn't
don't even
surprise
put it
me.
up there. Then forget it.
Yeah.
It's crazy bastards.
That is wild. Why wouldn't they make some agreement where it would all be? I mean, I guess that's your competition, right? So you're going to give like a bigger share if you want to take business.
I have
from
no
Amazon,
idea. It's
but-
almost like music, right? Like there's
Yeah.
a distro company. Like you just pick the distro company and then they distribute it for you, except for Amazon.
Those drive me crazy too. But I always am preaching YouTube Music pays the artist the most. If you have YouTube Premium, YouTube with no ads, then you get the same shit as Spotify, and you're paying the artist a little more.
Fire.
So
Didn't know that.
don't be a dick. People hear that I have YouTube Music, and they're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Well, for all these good reasons."
That's a good argument to have.
Yeah,
definitely.
It is. We like
I
to support
literally-
the artist.
Is there even a good counter argument? Like, why not? Why not? Sound off in the comments if you have a better reason. Anyways,
I'm a Spotify guy,
I've
but
never
I
had
understand that
Spotify.
they don't pay the artists enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I mean, YouTube Music doesn't either. It's not like
No, I mean
it's
none of them do.
It's just
Title
more-
does pretty good still.
Really?
Yeah,
but who has
But
Tidal?
nobody's using
That's what I'm
Tidal.
saying.
That's
I
the
don't
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tidal doesn't have the connection to YouTube where you can get ad free YouTube at the same time. Anyways, I just want.
Are you working for YouTube now?
Sponsored by YouTube.
Honestly, that'd be kind of sick, but no.
If you're watching this, make sure it's on YouTube.
Yeah. I think it's probably the only place you're gonna be able to see it. Now.
Yeah, probably. So you mentioned recently you quit your job.
Yeah.
And you did music full time, and then
Yeah.
you moved down to Puerto Rico right after that.
Yeah, it was all part of the same. Yeah, Diamonds, the book Diamonds talks about all those
Okay.
things and
All
what
right.
caused it. But basically, yeah, it was all around the same time. It was all like kind of planned out in November and then executed in March.
Okay. And this job you were at, how long were you there before you quit?
8 years.
8 years?
7 or 8 years, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And when did you realize like this is a possibility? I can do this full time now.
It was right around this time I started working with Prez. Like we just started thinking about different options and how much more serious like we had to take things if we wanted to make it happen. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it was like just a matter of like, okay, are we trying to do this now or are we trying to do this in a couple years or 5 years or whatever? Like what's the plan? So it's like if we want to do it now, we just have to just dive headfirst into a situation. There's a book that I read. I'm really into like self-help and motivation. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich. And I mentioned this in Diamonds as well. It's it says that a person who like kind of jumps into a situation without a parachute or like, you know what I mean? Something like along those lines will basically put themselves in a position to win.
Yeah.
And I felt like I had never really fully put myself in that position where I had to have no choice but to win.
Yeah.
And so doing that already has shown great results. Like Pressure One did really good. I've got a lot more like my subscribers on YouTube is up like 10,000. My videos
Teach us how to do that. We need to figure
my
that out.
my videos are doing like 50 to 70,000 views right now.
I noticed that your videos are going crazy.
Yeah, and so like since then, my streams have gone up. I was doing like very low streams. Now like I think Pressure One in total, like overall the platforms is up almost 300,000 streams.
Wow.
In total, like between YouTube and Apple and Spotify. So it's like just doing that jump, and then also just deciding to be consistent with the drops and deciding to make sure that like there's nothing that's gonna like take us off of the timeline.
Yeah,
has been great and shown great results already, and we haven't even dropped the second project yet.
Yeah.
You know,
And I like the momentum, and you use the word great. And speaking of self-help, you've probably heard this phrase before, that good is the enemy of great. So like, you know, things might have been good. Like you've released music once a year, like whatever, like amount of time, but now you're applying the pressure and no pun intended. It's showing, and it, like you said, things are great because of it, and they'll be greater because you have that mindset to like keep pushing.
For sure,
forward.
bro. It's no option. Like seriously, that's what pressure is even all about. Like you're saying, it's about applying pressure to everything. It's like there's pressure on all aspects of every album that you're hearing, and it's like there's pressure to release it. Like we had a deadline for July 4th for Pressure 2, and we had the album done, but we didn't do the video yet. We didn't do the album cover. We didn't have all these things. So like last minute, I came back here just to work with the people that I know and trust. Because like trying to find somebody in Puerto Rico, knowing that it takes 2 weeks to do anything that would take 1 day usually, I'm like, I can't put myself in that position. Like I have to come here, do whatever it takes to get everything done. And so just pressure on all aspects. I mean, I've been here for 3 days. I have like slept minimally, and I've been just going crazy, like trying to get the album done. Me and T were in the studio till like 2:30 last night, just working on it.
Oh wow!
You know?
Well, I appreciate you coming here. This is actually probably our first before.
this is our
noon
first
podcast.
morning podcast ever.
Nah, this is awesome. I
I
appreciate
think.
you guys.
Can you guys tell? I think it's probably
We also
why-
had a late night last night. Not as productive though.
Don't tell anybody.
Shout out to the Fenway boys.
Yeah. Shouts out. No, I mean that we've said that about like the motivation, like finding time in the day. There's a lot of people I know that have time, that want to do stuff. Like they want to make music, or they want to go to a show, or they want to do something or meet people, but they don't do that. And it's like, just go to the place, go to the show, make a beat or do something. And they're tired after work, or tired after, you know, whatever they worked out. But like, you found time to work out, be in the studio for 11 hours, get whatever sleep you're talking about, make all these things and keep going. So speaking of like the motivational part of that, I do motivational. Are you going to like,
I'm a published author now, you know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
going to say,
I'm a motivational author.
Yeah. I was going to say, if you're going to go like talk to people and stuff. Yeah,
I don't know about doing seminars, but like I'm very like into like, just fucking do it, bro. Like
you have to
just fucking do it, bro. Whatever it is, just do it, bro.
Yeah.
Like if you say you're gonna do something, just do it. And like just by holding yourself to the standard of saying, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna do it, and you do it, you get results. Like you get like the universe, God rewards you whenever you just say that you're gonna do something and then you do it, in anything. So you get some kind of reward somehow.
Yeah.
So if you're setting your goals and you're setting your expectations to be these things that you expect out of yourself, and you're not doing it, you're just letting yourself down. I think in Russ's last book, he says discipline is the highest form of self-love. And it's like, discipline sucks because you're putting yourself in a situation where you're taking away what you think is fun right now, or what you think is comfortable right now, right? But what's more comfortable, being in the same situation you're in now, or being in the situation that could really give you comfort 5 years from now, if you're just making the sacrifices you need to do now and you're holding yourself accountable? And so for me, just holding myself accountable and just continuously like finding new ways to stay motivated to do these things is just as important, bro. So like I always read self-help books. I want to keep writing Diamond 2, Diamond 3 potentially. I mean, I just got to make time for that. And definitely, I think motivational books is something I want to write.
Okay.
I've been reading them since I was like 15.
Did did we already make this connection that pressure and diamonds is that what this is about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
pressure.
like, Jesus Christ. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, yeah. I'm sure that's obvious, but I just want, hey,
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
listener.
Yeah,
in case-
so diamonds is the gems from pressure. Basically,
Yeah.
like you can pick up little motivational pieces from pressure to apply to your life.
Of course. Yeah. That is good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That so, but you're not doing like even
Public
at
speaking?
yeah, like at shows, are you giving little tidbits in between?
Maybe, but like I haven't had a show since I made diamonds yet, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I don't want to like I like interviews for that maybe more so than like being on my show giving like a motivational speech. I think always though my musical theme for all of my music has always been motivational for the most part, like from Blank Slate to What Can I Say to Shelter Tape. Those are all motivational pieces if you listen to them. So I think naturally I was like, all right, all of my music is kind of motivational. How can I just tie this into a different aspect of it? So I've always been very like an advocate for motivation and like headspace and making sure you're trying to achieve your goals and things like that.
Yeah. You mentioned Russ. He's definitely like that too. And
Yeah.
I watch his interviews just for that reason.
Dude, Russ
he's
is
always dropping gems.
Russ is a beast, bro. Russ is one of probably my most inspirational artists because I feel like I relate to him a lot in the sense of like I know motivation, like I know his mindset, where it comes from. Like a lot of the books we've read are similar, and like the message in our music is very similar too. Like as far as like how much he believes in himself.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that inspires people. I also read the book Decoded by Jay-Z.
I read that book.
Yeah, Jay-Z.
Ago.
Yeah, Jay-Z. I forget what song he was talking about, but it was like about how when he talks about this braggadocious moments in the music, it's more to inspire people, to make them feel like they can conquer the world too when they're listening. It's not about bragging. It's like about, yo, this is the mindset that I'm in. Like you could embody this too.
I've always felt that way about just like listening to rap like that, like Rick Ross or anything like that,
Yeah.
like just lavish lifestyle rap.
ill,
I'm,
bro.
I'm not listening to it to like make myself feel bad. I'm
Right.
like, I want to be like that.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what's ill about the music. So like when you hear like somebody, at least for me, when you hear me talking about how I feel confident or how I feel like I deserve this or whatever, it's because I feel like that. But also you could apply that to yourself and be like, yo, I can also accomplish whatever it is I'm trying to do as well.
Right. Yeah. When you see an artist that carries themselves, with confidence, you're like, that's the kind of headspace I want to be in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all about headspace, man. And that's like really like with music, I'm just kind of like channeling that energy for you as a listener to kind of, you'll be like, if I'm in that headspace of feeling like invincible or whatever, you tap into that, you'll be able to feel the same thing because it's just the energy that I'm just transferring,
Yeah. So I've seen you a lot over the years at listening parties. Like you go to a lot of other artists' events, it seems like.
Wait, can we talk about how many times you've introduced yourself to him?
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
At all these
I
events.
forgot about that. The first like 5 years. Yeah.
Bro, yeah. This guy was coming up to me every time.
Jack's pissing him off about it.
It wasn't pissing me off, but he was like, hey, man, I'm Jack from Boston's Big Four. I'm like, bro, I know who you are.
Because it was like once a year for like 5 years.
like, bro,
and I was like, he might remember me,
like-
but maybe not. I don't like to assume that
I'm like,
people
Jack,
remember
bro,
me.
chill.
Yeah,
I already
yeah.
know who you are.
That is funny.
Super humble Jack.
Yeah.
It's like no one knows.
Never.
who
I never
am.
like to assume.
But
But yeah, you're always popping out to people's events. Like what? What's the motivation behind that to just like support all these local artists?
Bro,
Because
I'm a
it seems
fan.
like
I'm a fan of the culture. You know what I mean? Especially here. Like I'm a fan of a lot of artists here, and I always want to show love and support. I mean, I'm not going to be able to as much because I'm not going to be here as much, but that's always important to me. Just being able to I want to know these people. I want to know what music is going on in the culture, like in our area. I want to know what this music sounds like. Like also, I'm also looking at it like, yo, like not like I'm competing with people, but I also need to know like what the people around me are doing. So
There's
I know
some
what
friendly
to do too.
competition,
It's a
for
friendly.
sure.
It's totally friendly. It's
Yeah.
not like I'm like, oh man, like I'm never on a hate type
You
situation.
don't come off as a hater
Yeah,
at
I'm
all.
never on some. Oh, I can't believe he did this. I got to do this better.
Yeah.
It's like I just look at it to listen. I get inspired from it as well. So like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of stuff that I would get from those networking.
yeah.
Things like that. I think if you're an artist and you're not going to other people's listening parties and you're not listening or what to the other people around you, like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
it's very important just to have the connection and have the network.
And you often see a lot of the same people, and then like the community starts to come more into focus.
Bro, there's so many. You know what it is? Like me doing all that. Like I can ask a favor from like pretty much any artist in the area and be like, "Yo, can you hop on this track?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, of course, no problem."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's vice versa. It's like right now I have Meech Bold on the album. I have Najee on the album. I have Rosewood Bape on the album.
Oh, fire.
Oh, can we talk
That's
about the
a lineup.
Najee story
Yeah.
if you're okay with
absolutely.
that? Okay, yeah. Dude,
Yeah,
this
man.
is crazy. I don't think you've
All
heard
right.
this yet. Yeah.
I have not.
Yeah, so I'm just walking down the street in Puerto Rico on Ashford Ave, which is like the main street in Puerto Rico. Like all the tourists go. And I'm just walking, and then he's like, "Yo." I see him, and I'm like, "Yo, is that Najee?" Like I couldn't like, and he was with his with Empress as well. I don't know if you guys know Empress.
Yeah, I met her.
But him and her were there, and I'm just like looking at them, and I'm like, "Yo, is that Najee?" And so then we walk up to each other, and he's like, "Yo, you look mad familiar." I'm like, "Yo, what's good? It's me, it's Suriel." And he was like, "Oh, word." I was like, "Yo, like what?" He was like, "I'm on vacation for like one more day," and I was like, "Oh, word, we got tea and like we got the studio set up at the crib like down the street." So he just came through. We did 2 tracks that night. One of them is on Pressure 2. The other one will probably be on Pressure 3.
Fire.
Yeah,
Wow.
super natural connection. Because me and him had crossed paths so many times and talked about doing music and whatever, but we never got to until Puerto Rico randomly.
That was
fire.
Isn't that
It was meant
crazy,
to be.
dude?
It's
Just
amazing.
like running into somebody on the street like that,
It's
no
amazing.
plans, like insane. And you didn't even know each other were like he hadn't said I was in Puerto Rico.
No
or
idea.
anything,
Just
so you didn't
walked
know
down
to
the
look
street,
out for.
literally on the same side of the sidewalk, which is crazy.
At
Like,
that
not
point,
even-
you had to make a
it's
song.
like,
It's
it's not even on the other side. It was
That's
like
crazy.
literally in my direct path.
You had no
universe.
choice but to make a song at that point. It was
Yeah, it was
divine
perfect.
timing.
He was already there. Like the studio was already set up. How could we not?
I love that.
I like how you mentioned like you said this earlier of like living a free lifestyle, like not feeling like tied down to anything or like obliged to do anything. So like if you're aiming in the direction that you're aiming, whatever it is, and it's like a direction you want to be, obviously, and that's how you've like tailored your life. So you mentioned that you're not into the beef and the hate and stuff like that, which people have gotten caught up in around, not necessarily here, but anywhere.
Yeah.
Some people think it helps. It can, but I think in general, it holds you down. So you're not as free. You can't work with people that know someone or like,
Dog,
you know.
yeah, it's all bad
So-
energy, bro. Like you allow bad energy to come into your life. It like shows up in random places. Like
Yeah.
it's just like you're saying, like, oh, now I can't work with this person. Now I can't go to this area. Now I'm looking over my shoulder or whatever. It's
Exactly.
like, bro, like you really need that in your life. Like I personally just don't.
I'd rather be friends.
I'd rather
it's,
just-
it's a lot easier.
Can we just all get along?
I'd rather just keep the vibes good, bro, and just keep it clean.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
You
come
know?
on.
Why beef, man? Seriously, like,
So on Pressure 2, you have Rosewood Babe
yeah.
and Najee, and who else did you say?
Meech Bold. I
Meech
think-
Bold.
Is that everybody? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's everybody.
That's some good features right there.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's
Are,
good.
is there are there any local artists you haven't worked with yet that you would like to?
That I could say. I mean, not necessarily like urgently off the top
Yeah.
of the list. Like I feel like
That's fair.
it'll all happen. I think trying to work with Trill Manny right now.
Okay, shout out Trill Manny.
Oh, yeah. He was at the listening.
Yeah.
Shout out.
So she definitely shout out to Trill Manny. I like him a lot. He's cool, man,
Yep.
cool, and he's very talented. But that's the person I could say off the top of my head. But there's other artists that are really talented that I'll eventually work with. I just
Yeah,
not thinking of them like off the top right now.
yeah. You've done some stuff with Exit Fame recently.
Exit
I
Fame,
noticed.
yeah, Exit Fame. We've worked together a couple times. So Exit Fame is constantly working and hustling. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Might be at a show. We're working on something for the show. His show is on August 1st.
Okay, so you will be back for shows at some point.
I will be back next month. I'm doing an album with Knox.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah.
You did mention that. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Okay.
be back next month working on that album. So we have like a whole week set up, basically working from 9
Shout
to
out
5.
to Knox.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
That is going to be
nice,
sick.
yeah. Mhm.
That's awesome.
So you're going to be up there for a week?
Fort Knox.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's sick, man. I'm really happy. Like I'm saying, like ever since I moved to Puerto Rico, bro, shit's been different, bro.
Nice.
Like really good vibes.
That's I mean,
Yeah.
when
You're
you
in
when you
good
quit
hands
your
with Knox.
job, did you envision that it was gonna, the results were gonna be this immediate?
I planned on them to be, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I absolutely planned on being successful immediately.
Right.
Like I didn't go into.
I mean,
that-
that's a big leap.
Yeah, I didn't go into that being like, oh man, hopefully this works
Yeah,
out. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
planned on like, yeah, this is gonna work out. So whatever it takes is gonna work out right now, and
And it's
has.
working.
Yeah,
I love that.
yeah.
So can we get Suriel merch anywhere right now?
Yeah, on Suriel781.com. We dropped a Pressure 1 line, and then dropping some Pressure 2 stuff soon.
Perfect. Yeah,
Let's go.
definitely going to be copping some of that. I'm a huge merch fan.
Yeah.
And I give people shit for not having it because a lot of people don't. Or they'll be like, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
Which we've been saying for a while.
Yeah.
We're definitely guilty of that. Too.
We do have merch right there, though. So there is merch on hand. We just aren't fully stocked.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely good to have because it's like, it pays instantly for artists. Like if you're an artist and you want to make some money, like the easiest way is to have merch.
Definitely.
Honestly.
Yeah, I always say that. Like literally, we were just saying this on the Noble episode, which will have been out at this point. I always check for a merch table, and a lot of the times lately people don't have it, and I'm like, why would you show up somewhere and leave? First of all, money on the table, and second, like it's the option, it's the chance for someone to be wearing your logo at some point.
You know what's funny, man? I feel like there should be like a workshop for artists, like
Yeah.
before you drop your first project. Like,
Listen to Boston's Big
these are
Four.
okay. These are the requirements like you need.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just have a few T-shirts. At
Yeah,
least.
like
You'd think. I
There's
mean,
certain things.
ChatGPT would probably tell you that. Like, I feel like, right?
facts, literally.
I don't know. It's just like, honestly, I think it just comes to like, it's part of that work ethic. Like people don't always have their ducks in a row, and you're like, I might have made a song, but I didn't think about a logo or merch or like, whatever. You're just putting things out like that. So,
Man, you know what's crazy about that is like a lot of artists make music, but they're not like you can't buy into them as an artist because they're not believing in themselves like that.
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if
Definitely.
you just dropped a song and you don't like, you know what I mean? Okay, it's okay to drop a song and it's okay to test the waters, but like if you want somebody to buy into you, you have to look like you're somebody that's worth buying into. Like you have to look like you got it together, you know what's going on, with the business, what you got merch, you got all these things, you know what I mean? Your like handles all line up. All these little small details make a big difference. You can buy into somebody that looks like they got it together. You can buy into something that is believable.
Yeah.
When you're like super like, oh, I just dropped my first song, and you're just kind of like an artist that's like super like free, like it's hard to build a fan base. It's hard to have people that want to like support you.
Definitely. That's
Yeah.
something I've admired about you like the last few years. Every project you put out, there's a rollout, there's a listening party, there's a strategy behind it.
Yeah.
You're never just putting things out and seeing what happens.
Yeah, man, it's just important. Like I said, it's just branding.
Yeah.
Branding is the most important aspect of this whole thing. Like, because after the music, people are still going to be into you if you branded yourself correctly. And you can carry that with you wherever.
Yeah, when you have a favorite artist, it's always more than the music.
Right.
It's always because you connect with them on a personal level.
100%.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, that's something that I've been actually working on too. Is just like, I feel like a lot of times I was always just dropping music and not ever showing anything about myself. Or like I would really take a lot of time on working out the details of the rollout or the project, but not really showcasing myself besides interviews every once in a while. So that's something I'm working on. I think Diamonds, like the book and other things, I'm just trying to just show all the aspects of what would make you want to actually like listen to my music versus just listening to my music.
Yeah.
You know?
People want to feel like they know you.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
Last summer, you opened for the Locks at, what was that, Roadrunner?
Roadrunner, yes.
Was that the biggest show you've done?
That is the biggest show I've done, man. That was a beautiful day, bro.
That
Because
was awesome. I was there.
yeah, Styles P, man, is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Jadakiss too, but like Styles P for me is a little bit just more consistent, more ill. I don't know. I love them both. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Both legends.
I
but
mean,
for
Jada's
me,
like most people's favorite, but
Yeah.
Styles P is kind of like the underrated.
he's
one.
like the
Yeah.
rapper's favorite.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if you're a rapper, it's Styles, you know what time it is when it comes to Styles P.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I got to meet them all, man, and just performing that was like something that I'll never forget. Obviously, it was my first show like that, but just the energy was so electric. Like you could feel it like in the backstage rooms. Like literally like in the backstage rooms, you could close your eyes and feel something's going on in the room next door. Like
Yeah.
and that's like how big it was. Like it felt crazy. So that stage was amazing. Getting to meet them and talk to them for a few minutes was really cool. Got some pictures with them and everything like that. But it was just more so inspiration as well. Like, okay, like it's just another taste or another like checkpoint. All right, like, okay, I did a show with 3,000 people. Now it's my turn to do that. You know what I mean? So how do I get to that point? So that's kind of like the mentality after that.
Yeah. I'm sure you made a lot of new fans that night too.
Yeah, man, I made a point. This is another thing, bro. If you're on another person's show and you don't make a point to get followers,
Oh, Yeah.
That's a big mistake. Like
Yeah.
At first, the line outside, I was talking to like everybody in the line. I'm like, yo, well, I'm Suriel. I'll be performing tonight. Nice to meet you guys. Like, here's my Instagram. So I did
That's
that.
huge.
And then during the show, I was like, yo, like for this next song, like everybody put your phones up, which is great for the video, right? Because it looks sick. I had I did Runaway and everybody had their lights up.
Yeah.
But I had everybody put their lights up. But then I just told them to follow me on Instagram while their phone was up. You know what I mean?
It's like your phone's already out.
Hilarious. That's a good move.
No,
dude.
that is a good move.
So it wasn't really just for the vibe. It was just to get them to follow
Yeah.
me. So like, you know what I mean? Just like little things like that.
It's like I see your phone in your hand.
like your
Follow me
phone is
right
out.
now.
Like this is the best time to follow me.
Oh,
That's a good strategy.
So, do you feel it? And this doesn't sound like the first time you've commanded a crowd. So, like, how do you feel like when you get a crowd to do something? Because I've seen people be like, "Put your hands up," and no one does it. You know, how do you?
I feel like you have to earn that respect from them first.
and it takes a certain amount of charisma, which obviously you introduced yourself to everyone, and you have that, and that's how
It
you kinda
depends
built
on the
that up.
situation, but yeah, bro, I was just totally like confident about it. Like, you know what I mean? I did my first song, which was Heaven Knows, and that one, and Heaven Knows, I'm rapping my ass off.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
throughout the whole
Love that
thing.
song.
There was no backing vocals, so I just rapped my ass off.
We
So
were playing that one last night, the video.
Yeah.
So respectfully, I was like, all right, now like I feel like I earned you guys trust. Put your phones up, and everybody did it. And like the video footage, you can see like I just posted a thing where it was like how it started and how it's going. I used that clip.
Oh, nice.
But like you could see all the lights up. It was sick, bro.
Yeah.
It was like the coolest moment for me because I never had that many lights lit up, and it wasn't even my show. So yeah, you can command any crowd if you just like have the presence to do it.
Yeah, the confidence.
Yeah.
And performing on a stage like that, I would think most people are going to assume that you're legit. Like if you're opening for the Locks,
Bro,
but I don't know. I'm sure
it comes down to buying into it, bro. I buy into myself. Like I buy into 100% what I believe in. So like when I'm telling you something about music, you're probably gonna listen to me. Like yeah, he probably knows what he's talking about. And you can feel that if I'm on stage. Like you know what I mean? Like I totally am in that moment.
For sure. I mean, honestly, even if there was an established act that had an opener, if that opener carried themselves like a certain way, I'd be like, yeah, he was just someone they picked. Like,
Right.
You know, but
Exactly.
if you come out like you're a big deal,
like
I'm
you're
like,
supposed to
maybe-
be there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe this guy's about to pop. Maybe I need
That's
to
what I'm
follow
saying.
him right now.
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Exactly. It's all about your confidence, your energy, bro. It's just all that goes so far in every aspect.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. So where's like the farthest you show has taken you? Are you going on tours and stuff like that?
I'm planning on doing some touring after Pressure 2 or Pressure 3 because like I mean whenever it's right time, but like during this run of Pressure, I'm planning on setting up some tours because I'm seeing different markets open up for me. I'm seeing different places where fans are like really like gravitating towards the music. You know, my super fan count on Spotify is going up, so like
Okay.
I'm trying to get into those areas and really.
So I'm not a Spotify guy. What's a super fan? You can
Well,
be a super fan on Spotify.
People don't. It doesn't show on the consumer side.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
On an artist side, you can see your super fan count, and that's
Okay.
like that's
I didn't
somebody
know
who,
that.
that's somebody who listens to your song repeatedly throughout the month.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
YouTube Music. Do you do that?
I don't think they have a metric for that.
Oh my God, that's crazy. They got to be working on it. That's crazy.
But yeah, so you could that's like if you have like 50 super fans in one area, you're probably pretty good.
Interesting. And you
to do
can't
a
see
show there.
who it is. That would be.
You can't see who it is. No,
You can see
Okay.
what city they're from, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Do
So
you have
what,
any good ideas of who they are?
No, I don't.
Oh, really? Oh,
No,
okay.
no. I mean, some of them follow me on Instagram, but you know what's interesting? Like some of your super fans don't even get to your Instagram, which is interesting. I'm starting to realize like Instagram and TikTok are great for marketing yourself, but they're not always great for marketing music. Like the best places to market music are the places where people listen to music. So
Yeah.
it's like Spotify or YouTube. Like people are there to listen to music. So coming across a new artist is a lot easier to just follow or dive into that artist there because you're already there
Yeah.
versus having to go from platform to platform. You know what I mean? Like
I
most
don't
of the
click
time,
on a lot of links on
that's
Instagram.
what I'm saying. You
yeah.
might see some artist reel and you might not want to click it just because it's inconvenient to you,
Right.
even if it sounds good.
Right.
And most of the time, you probably only listen to it if it's like an artist that's already that like you know what I mean. So
The hardest thing to do is to get people to go from one app to another app.
exactly, and so
So-
that's what I've been realizing. And so what I've seen, like just on what I've been doing recently, is like some of them don't always translate immediately to Instagram. It takes
Yeah.
them like a month or two to then be like, yo, I really like this music. Let me see who this guy really is. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
so,
what
go ahead.
what city has the most Suriel fans based on Spotify numbers?
LA right now.
LA. Okay. Do you know why, or is it just because
It's just been recently. LA has been going up. New York, Boston, obviously.
Yeah.
Have you been out there?
To LA?
Yeah.
I've never been to LA. Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Oh my God. Sounds like you do.
Yeah. It sounds like I'm
Need a
about
show
to
out
do.
there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
LA's up there. Overseas, it's getting Germany and London. I have a song with the London artist for Pressure 3, which is really dope.
Fire.
Yeah.
Can we say who? Secrets? Is
No,
it Central
no,
C?
Not yet. No.
Is it Central C?
Wow. That would be that would be amazing. But
Yeah.
no. We'll release that when Pressure 3 comes out.
Okay. UK hip hop is huge right
I
now.
love UK hip hop. It's
Yeah.
I listen to it more than regular hip hop.
Really?
Honestly.
Okay.
Right
I'm
now.
growing on it. I hated it for a long time. I'm on this
Owen
podcast.
used to make fun of UK hip hop.
There's clips of me talking big shit about it.
Yeah, I get it. Like I get it totally, but I just like their beats, and I feel like a lot
beats
of
are fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the hip hop now in like US is like a lot of the same,
Definitely.
and so is the UK rap because like
Well,
a lot
that's
of
how
them
it
do
felt
sound the same.
originally, Yeah.
But like it's just ill because the beats are different and they have a cool accent.
I do like, yeah. I
I've
do like
noticed
the
a
accent.
lot of the accents, and like, forgive me if I'm interpreting this wrong, but it almost seems like the way that UK drill is going is almost sounding like it's like a Jamaican-ish kind of like accent, you know?
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, in Jamaica, they have a big Jamaican culture over there.
I thought so because there's that other guy too. I don't know what his name. He's red. You know what I'm talking about? The red guy.
Who?
The right guy.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't want to say this song. If I start doing the song, you'll know what it is. He's good. You guys will know what it is.
We don't know
Sheeran?
what you're talking about.
It's a
You're talking
guy
about Ed
with,
Sheeran?
he's a white guy. He's a white guy that raps with a Jamaican accent.
Oh, I know what you're talking
And
about.
he's
I know what
red.
you're talking about.
Oh.
It's the only like I don't want to do the song for you right now.
He's
so,
not good, right?
No,
No.
but that's like one thing I thought
know
of.
what
But
you're
I was
talking
like,
about, yeah.
why would he be like that if there wasn't a culture like that? You know,
Yeah.
that's like.
Well,
but-
I just know this from Top Boy, that they have Jamaicans there.
oh,
I think
okay.
I actually
it's-
learned this recently. I forget where.
They have
but
a lot of Jamaican ties, and I think Jamaica was colonized by England
that makes sense.
or something.
That checks out.
I
looking it up?
I need to find out what this artist's name is because I sound crazy right now. But I'm like,
I think I
the
know.
red guy.
It's like a parody, though.
it's
right?
No, it's real.
It's real?
Okay, so the song is "Pussy Turn Red."
Okay, yeah.
M dot R. It's not M dot. It's M dot R.
Let me see what he looks
Not
like.
our M dot.
No. Which I apologize in advance
The
for
red
showing
guy.
you this
The
picture.
red guy. And he expected us to know what he's talking about.
No, but you would have known what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is the song. Oh God, I actually can't play it. We're gonna get in trouble probably.
We're gonna get flagged.
Hold up. Here we go. This guy.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were talking
okay,
about.
cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
so we do
the
know
song's called Red.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
that's why I'm like,
Fire.
he's the. That's the only thing I know him by.
That
And
guy
honestly,
is
we spent
the
way too
face
much
of
time talking
cultural
about him.
appropriation.
Oh, a side note, by the way,
Yeah,
one of my
that's
favorite artists is Georgia Smith. Like literally, probably my favorite artist right now for some reason. So
Georgia
she's from-
Smith. Okay.
She's from UK. She's so fire.
Okay.
What genre is that?
It's like R&B, like neo soul, like something like
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Nice.
She's mad ill, bro. She's just like super, super good music, high quality.
I just learned Ella May is from the UK.
I think I knew that, but she doesn't really like rap. She's not
No,
really like.
I heard her
she's not
talk
really,
and I was like, oh, she has a British accent. Because when she sings, you can't really tell.
yeah, she's not really rapping UK. Like,
Yeah.
Do you think they're faking their accents because when they sing, it's not there?
I've noticed that. Like, it's hard to tell when they sing sometimes. It's hard to hear the accent.
I think you just
Well-
have to pronounce things certain ways. To sing properly.
no, definitely.
Yeah.
So I do think, like you were saying, I think UK is probably after Boston next up. That's
After Boston, he says. Yeah.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man. UK. Shout out to UK. Hopefully, I get out there soon.
Yeah, definitely.
So are you now? I'm just curious about this. When you're in Puerto Rico or somewhere else, are you claiming Boston? Or are you?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Always like, dude. I wear mad Red Sox stuff. I'm a huge Red Sox fan. Like, I had season tickets last year. Like,
Sorry.
I love. Yeah, I mean, honestly, but it was fun. I love the Red Sox, bro. Like, I love out of all the teams, probably the biggest Red Sox fan out of all the teams. I like the Celtics as well. Patriots, pretty tough right now.
I feel like you don't meet a lot of people whose Red Sox are their number one.
Bro, Red
know?
Sox all day,
especially
bro.
nowadays. Like it's all Celtics right now, right?
Well, the Celtics are ill, and you know what I mean. It's an awesome, like basketball is an awesome sport, but for me, baseball is just way more nostalgic. Like,
Yeah.
like for
Did you
me,
play a lot of baseball growing
I
up?
used to play a lot of baseball. Yeah,
You are
but-
Dominican, so-
and I am Dominican as well.
Dude,
so
that's
all those
crazy.
Things, all those,
I can't believe you'd say it.
all those
That's
things,
valid.
Those
They
things are
love
valid.
baseball.
They do. It's the biggest sport. It's the biggest sport in the country.
It
It's
is.
facts.
and they're better than us at it too.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, man, like I remember just watching like those moments like 04, 07, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 13, like
Those are
Those
some
are
good times.
monumental
those
man.
moments in
players
my
are
life,
crazy,
yeah.
bro. Like
Yeah.
I was watching Fever Pitch the other day, bro. I love that movie.
Can you
I didn't
believe they
realize-
were filming that season?
I didn't realize that my life became like Fever Pitch though in a lot of ways. I didn't realize.
Oh,
like,
really?
Not really, but like just I realized like I love Fenway Park. Like I have a bunch of Fenway gear.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I literally have a little Fenway Park on my
Yeah.
desk. Like I
Yankees
have a ball,
toilet
like-
paper.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, dude, like I really love the Red Sox, bro. So, and there's nothing like Fenway Park. Like me and Prez were at the game last night, and we're just like, yo, like Fenway Park is amazing. Like
Even when we're losing 9-0,
that's what I'm saying. I was having the
environment-
time of my life last
Yeah.
night. It was
Yeah.
an awful game, but it was so it just feels so cool, especially like not going there as often as I used to. Like coming back from Puerto Rico and being in Boston was awesome, but then going to Fenway, it was just like, wow.
It's
I
an
love it here.
experience,
Yeah,
definitely.
like, I
That's
don't-
why they keep selling tickets even when they're losing, because the
It's-
experience is just unbeatable.
You know what's the craziest
is,
thing that
yeah.
I've ever seen though? One game, was a Yankees game, and there was this two fans from New York, and the girl, there was like a husband and a wife, and the lady was crying. Like she went to Fenway early to be able to walk around it, and she was crying. She's a Yankee fan, crying because she's in Fenway because of how beautiful it is. I was like, wow.
Might
fuck
be the first
Yankees.
person. But yeah, that's
It is beautiful. It's
to
beautiful.
cry. I don't know.
Hey, I could see it. I might shed a tear.
No, I do get it. Yeah.
That is
No,
that is a little much.
That's
but
what I was like, wow, this is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I didn't realize like
No,
how
I
much that
do
meant
get
to
it.
other people, you know?
Yeah.
Well, like how you said that, like growing up, it overall, like baseball and the Red Sox probably are like the most important and nostalgic team to me. Like,
Bro,
no
just
matter
those
how
players,
they're
I'll
doing.
never forget these players, and it's crazy, like, you know what I mean? But my favorite all time was always Manny. Manny was the illest player to me.
Manny being Manny.
Yeah,
I always
coolest.
wore my pants all the way down.
Bro, he was
just
the
'cause it
coolest
the
player.
move.
trendsetter.
Yeah,
Another
for sure.
trendsetter.
For sure.
Pant
His bat
legs all the way
flips,
down.
the way he just like put his hands up after a home
Bro,
run.
he's just
like,
a savage, like, fully confident.
so
Yeah.
much swag.
I love that.
Unbelievable.
It's like, yeah, don't even start trotting first
Like, dude,
base. You're just
yeah.
like,
no
yeah,
need,
that's
like,
out.
No need, let me just take
Yeah.
my batting gloves off.
Oh yeah, when he finishes the swing and then immediately takes his batting gloves off. He stopped a game once when he was in AAA, I think, rehabbing with Pawtucket. He stopped a game so he could look for his diamond earring in the base path.
That's
It was
hilarious.
like, and they put the game on hold for like 10 minutes.
Well,
Man,
I
you guys
mean,
just-
he was Manny at that point, though, right? It's
Bro,
not
yeah,
like
yeah.
some.
If
Yeah.
you're getting 45 home runs and 130 RBIs,
He
or
was that
whatever it
guy.
was, like,
He can walk around however he wants.
Yeah.
yeah.
literally.
No, he was the man. In those early 2000s teams, I don't think baseball will ever be that fun again, honestly. Not to be like pessimistic, but
No, I mean,
that was,
it's just like, it was a different time, bro.
was
Like,
just a
those
different
those
time.
moments, that was like probably the peak of baseball.
Yeah.
Like with A-Rod and Jeter. and,
definitely
like,
the peak of the Red Sox-Yankees rivalry.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
That was nuts.
Like Barry Bonds, like was still in the
Steroid
league at that
era,
time.
yeah.
Ken Griffey was still in the league at that time. You know, it's like
Yeah,
crazy.
I missed
times.
Bring
the
it back.
steroid
Yeah,
era.
bring it
Bring back the
back.
steroids.
Oh, I'd love to see
What
it.
about the torpedo bat era?
Yeah.
That's what that,
Yeah.
it's not that crazy as it made it sound at the beginning of the season.
No.
I mean, they just use
I mean,
science. It's
if
not
it's
that
legal and
crazy.
it's working, then everyone else
yeah.
should do it too.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think? Is Fenway Park due for a home run derby?
Yes, absolutely.
Overdue, I think. It's been a long
99
time.
was the last time.
it's
Before
been
the
a while.
monster seats.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
cool to have an all-star game here.
That
How
would be
much do you
so
think it
sick.
would be to get monster seats during a home run derby
Wow.
at Fenway Park?
A lot. Yeah.
1,000 at least.
Oh my god.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, when they had it in 99, they just had the net up there, and there were people like Lansdowne Street was just flooded with people just
sure,
catching balls
yeah.
from McGuire and Sosa and all those
Damn,
guys.
that's a crazy home run derby. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
it was nuts. And then Pedro
Yeah,
in the
Pedro.
game struck all those guys out.
Bro, Pedro
Middle
was
of the steroid
Pedro's
era,
another
just
one,
blowing
bro.
guys away.
Pedro is crazy.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what a
Pedro's a
time.
beast,
What a time.
That was a
04,
great time.
03, not like all those times.
03, like people forget how fun 03 was, even though we didn't win it all. 03 set the stage for 04. That was such a good time.
Yeah.
Well, history repeats itself, so
Yeah, we'll be back.
hopefully we don't.
We'll be back.
Yeah,
It's not looking like it.
Has your
scary. Well, I don't know. Hopefully it's not another 1918 situation.
No, bro.
Yeah, we don't have that much long. We don't have that much longer. I don't know if we're gonna see it if it's that long.
Sad.
We're getting old.
Well, we're only 20, so
Your music's been played at Fenway before, right?
Yeah, man. That was amazing. Runaway played at Fenway. Shout out to Swooly.
shout out to Swooly, dude. We got to talk to Swooly because I've talked about this. I'm in the concessions at Fenway, so I hear local music playing, and like the first time I think I noticed it was like Clark D. I noticed it because that song "It's a Stick Up" banger. Check it out.
Fire.
I was like, I'm just like, is my music playing? I thought like maybe like my phone. I was like, what the fuck happened?
Like, did I connect to the Bluetooth here? For
Yeah, and I was like, that is so sick. And then I heard Casso and a
Yeah.
few. There's everyone. There's been a few now, and I'm like,
Shout out to Swooly.
Shout out to Swooly.
I
man.
didn't know it was
He's the
Swooly,
flyest motherfucker around too.
He
Super
is.
fly all the
I
time.
love the first time I ever heard Swooly. He was doing a show with Chase Murphy, and Chase was like due to come on, and I don't know what the logistics were, but Swooly kept being like, one more song.
Yeah,
and he did like 10
times.
songs.
Where was that show?
It was Game On in Fenway.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I went to another show that they did together though.
Was that in Middle East downstairs?
No, I was like at a brewing company thing
Oh,
and somewhere.
okay.
I forget what city. It was like Lowell area maybe.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, because the last time I saw him was the Middle East show, but that was a couple years ago now.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So Swooly's charisma though on stage was just first of all like he was funny, but also like the music was great. So he'd be like another song, and then he'd just hit you with a banger, and then say something in between, and then be like, all right, one more song. And then it was so great. I mean, just to be able to stall like that, I don't know if they like actually relate or if that was a bit that he just kept doing one more song. But you know, I just feel like you said, depending on how you carry yourself, and he definitely does it. So
Bro, he's mad cool.
smooth
He's
guy.
just like a super genuine, authentic, funny, like just mad cool guy.
And he's the Fenway DJ?
One of them.
One of
I
them?
think there's a few of them.
Okay. That's,
And if you
that's
cash
dope
app
that he's
him,
always
your
playing
song
local.
I don't
might
even
get
know
on
if
there.
he is right now. I try to reach out to him. I didn't get through, so I don't know if he's doing that still or not. But
Okay.
Well, we'll have to get him on and we'll talk about it.
I appreciate him using that platform to play local music, though.
no, he's
That's
amazing
dope.
for that, man. And he's just mad, like real for that.
Yeah, he really is.
Yeah, it's funny because like there's people who have heard songs that like, you know, if it blows up, you know, ends up being a radio hit or something, they've heard it before and they might wonder where or how,
that
you know.
just plays into like, you know, anytime you can get your song broadcasted like on a major level just adds to the next time they hear it being like it's familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So things like that play like a, you know, they help.
Have you
see
guys
when
ever had
someone,
that happen? You hear a radio hit and then you find out it was released like 2 days ago and you're like, but I've heard this somewhere.
I felt like that sometimes, and that might have been a situation
Yeah.
where it just you were somewhere and it just played in the background, and then all of a sudden now it's playing again. You know?
Can you see if someone Shazams your song?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Apple Music will tell you right away.
Wow.
Oh, that's dope. So when something like that, when it played at Fenway, did you get Shazams after that?
Yeah, you know what? When I played on Shade 45 recently, which a couple months ago, I realized like a huge spike in Shazams.
That's awesome.
Different places, different countries.
That's an honor. If someone's Shazamming your song, that's
Yeah,
like
that's
you know,
cool.
Yeah.
I like that you're using the data too, because like that's, and I'm sure maybe it's like obvious on a surface level, but to know, like you can now like cross-reference like your Shazams to when it was played and then try to do that more often or on a certain cadence or something.
Bro, like you gotta use the data. It's so much data there, and it's really easy to access. And it's like you can base your whole career and focus your ads and focus your time in certain places where you already know you're doing well.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? If you do that, then you can start to be able to like work towards a tour or show in that area. Even like that's what we're looking at every day. Is like I look at the analytics every day as soon as I wake up. Type, all right, how many streams did I get yesterday? Like where did they come from? Like all that stuff. Like how can I improve? Like what posts? You know what post did well? Like how do I maximize this? You know what I mean? So I'm always less learning and fine tuning the strategy just by daily, like looking at the stats daily.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So it's funny because I feel like I would probably drive myself crazy looking at that all the time. And I mean, we do look at it to an extent with like, you know, our own metrics and stuff, but I feel like to an extent you have to like just set some rules and follow them, and just because if you're like constantly like, did something happen there? Like, did that do something?
I
You're
don't
always
like
looking
look at it on a level like to the point where I'm gonna drive myself crazy. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I know, like you said earlier, I'm totally into like freedom and just trying to like just go off energy and vibe. So like, if I know I'm doing something that feels good to me, I'm probably on the right path somehow.
Yeah.
So I don't let the numbers always dictate a success or something like that. But I do obviously use that so that I can dictate how to maneuver properly so that I can capitalize off it. Like if something gets hot, I need to capitalize off it. So I need to know that, you know what I mean? And things like that.
Makes
No,
sense.
that's important. That's something that I think every artist should be doing.
Yeah, 100%. It's just like, you know, but don't take it like if you're a brand new artist and you're expecting to have 1 million streams,
Don't get discouraged.
don't get like discouraged and don't get depressed and have to go see a therapist about it.
The therapist will probably tell you to stop looking at the numbers at that point. Yeah.
So you know, I think Russ said something really cool in his last interview where he was talking about the reason he did a song a week was so that he didn't have to look at the numbers.
Yeah.
So he would just be like, eventually something would pop off, and then I could like not be so focused on the first week numbers because I already know next week I'm dropping again. So like it gave him that level of being like, okay, well this song did good, even though I dropped 7 songs, you know, 7 songs since this song is doing good. Now I can work on this song.
Right. And then one song does good and people go back and listen to the old ones
Exactly,
too.
and that's his whole play is like more content, more funneling through the back catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally makes sense. Because I feel like whatever it is you catch is what you happen to be in your algorithm, you know, and then you go and find the rest of it. And no one has the data of like, all right, I released 2 things and they didn't do so great. So those 2 things could only do this much numbers. But like you said, consistency. You know, match all those things, they keep weaving back into each other, and that's just how it is.
Exactly. You know how ill it is to find a new artist that's really good, and then their old music is also really, really good. Like, it's like the best. Like you
All
just
of a sudden, you just go through the rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
It's
you're just
like, this is my favorite artist.
Exactly.
This week.
And now you have 3 albums to listen to or 4 albums to listen to. It's like, wow, this feels great. You know what I mean? Like,
Or even if the old stuff's bad, but like you see where it's coming from, and you're
even
like, okay.
but even that is that is dope.
Yeah.
Like you get to see the growth. You know what I mean? So it's just like. It's just dope. Like having the catalog is really ill. So I think building a catalog is what I'm focused on right now. And on the way, there's a lot of bangers coming. You know what I mean? But then it's just gonna get you to blank slate somehow eventually.
Right.
You know?
I remember when Tommy Richmond put out $1 Million Baby last year, and that song blew up, and I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I went and looked at his old music. He had songs from like 2016 where he was just rapping, and I was like, "Oh, that's
cool.
Wow,
it's just cool.
It was just cool to see the growth."
Yeah, it's cool to know, man. So that stuff is all interesting, bro. And it just goes back to buying into somebody. Like now, you heard a song, but now he has a bunch of songs that you could even just see his growth. Like the fact that you even saw his growth means that you like thought it was interesting enough and it's worth listening to. So it's like, that's all it is, bro. Just building brands and building like believability for the consumer. It's ill. Goes a long way.
Definitely.
A little bit of a tangent, but related. Do you have any guilty pleasure music? Like music, you know, we were talking about just something that's bad, but you can hear that maybe that's where the person's direction was going. On the older stuff, but in general, like, is there music that, you know, you don't have to say it's bad.
No,
but
I don't think I mean, I don't, to be honest, bro, I listen to mad mainstream music. So, like, I don't really listen to, like, a lot of underground music all the time. Like, my favorite rappers are, like, the general, regular favorite rappers that everybody likes. You know what I mean? So, it's like, I don't really know that I've ever really found. I mean, Russ is one artist where I can be like, yo, I can definitely listen to his music and be like, all right, he like definitely needed some work at that time.
Yeah.
You know, but he'll admit that too in his own music. Like my music, you could definitely hear a lot of growth too from like the first album to What Can I Say to now.
Definitely.
Now is like completely different. But Millie's is another one that has a lot of music and you can listen to it and be like, okay, like you can tell he went through a huge growth phase. Even Joyner Lucas, I would say too.
Yeah.
So those are some that I would listen to and be like, all right, like you can tell the growth. Yeah. But to be honest,
Babyface Millie's videos are crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. No tattoos is crazy.
Yeah.
Hair and no tattoos.
He's been at it for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. So it's cool to see. I like that when you do find an artist, you can do that. But I don't really find myself listening to Millie's old catalog or Russ's old catalog as much as I do their new stuff because it just sounds way better.
Yeah,
you know?
Definitely. Now with Millie's, I think with me, I think like around 2018, 18, maybe when he put out that album with Static Selecta. That's when I felt like a real shift from him.
Definitely.
I was like, he's really upped his game.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to go back and listen to stuff before that because it's just the stuff now is just too good.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, the one album that's really good, I think, was like 2015, Sped 2.
Sped 2, yep.
I think that's one album that I really like.
Yep.
I don't know if it's 2015. I could be completely wrong, but that's one of the older albums. Yeah.
That's around the time I got familiar with him, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Was
man.
that when did Blanco start? Because there's 7.
I think
now,
17 or 18.
17 or 18 sounds right. Yeah.
So he's done like a Blanco a year. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was like right around the time I started dropping like music, so I remember that
Okay.
because I was looking up to him as like one of the main guys from here.
Yeah. That's when you were Wilson.
That's when I was Wilson.
So
Which I'm still Wilson. Just still
yeah,
Wilson.
yeah. That's
But
still
Suriel now.
Okay.
Do you have? I mean, so we talked about there is a Pressure 3 on the way.
Pressure 3 is done as far as recording, so yes, it's on the way for sure. September.
And do you have a deeper catalog than just what you have ready for Pressure? So, like, is there more? Could we expect a Blanco a year from you or a Pressure a year?
We're
from
doing
you?
a Pressure a month, basically.
Wow.
We're doing a Pressure every 2 months.
Okay,
So there's definitely a Pressure 2 months.
Pressure's on.
Yeah. Applying pressure.
Yeah. So you'll be getting a Pressure every 2 months, and then also, I mean, there's gonna be side projects in between, like I said, the Knox project, which might turn into its own moment. I just never worked with him, so I'm just trying to see what it's gonna be like.
I'm excited to see what
if
that
you're gonna
sounds
spend
like.
a week with Knox, you will have like 7 projects.
Something's gonna happen. I already
Something
know.
will happen.
Something is gonna happen.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I just we're just totally different directions with music, but which is cool because when I sat with him the first time, I was like, bro, I just want you to be free. Like I told him, like, I don't want to strategize this. I want to just jump off the building and just see where we land, like together. You know what I mean? And see how that goes.
Careful what you wish for.
He's gonna have some crazy sounding beats.
But no, and I know that, and I know it could be completely wild, crazy, but I'm okay with that because if I do an experimental album, I still have Pressures, and it's just helping me grow as an artist. Like Pressure is just gonna be like my whatever I'm feeling at that time, type music. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a feeling just knowing Knox that, and like I don't want to put his thoughts out there, that he will be creative and make it yours at the same time.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's gonna be like
I think
maybe
that
something new.
We've had phone conversations about just what he wants to do with my music. He told me that basically he wants to take me out of my comfort lane because he's like, you talk about girls, you talk about being fly, you talk about all these things, but I want to know the real you. So I wonder what that is gonna mean.
I'm
me.
excited
I feel
for
like
this.
I'm gonna have to go on a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
Knox, we gotta have you back on. Yeah. Yeah, we did an episode with Knox during the podcast. I'm sorry, it was a Zoom podcast during the pandemic. But we got to get him back in person so we can talk about his process of getting the best out of people.
Yeah, I don't
because
know,
it
I'm
sounds
about
like he's got plans for
I'm
you.
about to go on a spiritual journey with the
Yeah.
guy in the mountains of New Hampshire. Somewhere.
Document that. We want to see it. Yeah.
That's what Justin's been doing.
Yeah.
That's his right hand man.
Right.
They've made some
Is
great
T
music together.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
But they have. Yeah. Is T going with you up there? You guys going to be a team?
Oh no. I mean, maybe he could. He's more than welcome to. I think
okay.
he's worked with Knox in the past as well. But it's just a Suriel album, you know.
Too many cooks, right? We get that's
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just like we just gotta vibe it out, and
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, and I don't think it's really cheating to use different producers, so that's okay.
No, not at all. It's just that me and T have so much good chemistry that we just gotta run it.
Yeah.
We just gotta keep running it. Like I'm very happy to have that situation because I always wanted like a situation where I could rely on somebody like 40, like Drake always had 40, right? At the time, and he's just 40 always knew what to do for Drake, like. And I feel like me and T are kind of moving into a direction like that where it's like I'll be able to just be like, yo, I'm feeling like this, boom, and he'll send it to me even if we're not together at the time, you know?
How'd that connection start with T?
Over time, I'm from Lynn, he's from Lynn as well.
Yeah.
And so like any creative situations, we would just be around in the same rooms. Like I just dropped the Turning Point documentary. He was in the whole session. The whole entire time. So we had been seeing each other throughout time. He had been wanting to work with me, but it wasn't really till a Turning Point show that was in Lynn that him and Prez had a conversation, and it kind of led to us really locking down and getting the project started for Pressure,
Okay.
which happened like a month after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're from Lynn.
Yeah.
Is that where you grew up?
I grew up in a lot of places, man. I moved
Okay.
around a lot, but Lynn is like my main home. So like as I grew up, I went to elementary school there. I moved away to Florida for a while. I came back. I lived in Haverhill. I lived in Lowell. I lived in Gloucester. I lived in Boston. So
Damn.
I lived in mad places, but I always like my family, even to this day, is in Lynn.
Yeah.
So like my dad and my aunt still live in Lynn, and I'm always in Lynn. Like if I'm in Massachusetts, I'm probably in Lynn somewhere.
A lot of good rappers in Lynn.
Lynn has a great culture, man, for music and sound. I think the sound is very like, for what I hear, I just feel like sometimes like when I go to Boston, I hear a lot of like very experimental music.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to Lynn, I feel like I'm listening to rap that I like resonates with me, and I don't know if it's because I'm from there or if it's just that style of rap that I like.
Yeah.
So I hear a lot of talented people from there that rap. I just want somebody to really take another. I feel like I'm probably the main guy from Lynn right now, and I want to see some other artists from there kind of.
What about ST
Take
Nack?
it on. Oh, ST Nack. No, ST Nack. Most respect to ST Nack. He's just like such in a different lane. But yes, ST Nack is top dog actually from Lynn. So shout out to him. And then like I would say probably me after that. But I think I want to see some other artists because there's a lot of young talented artists that really should be making a name for themselves and coming out and really going crazy.
Yeah. No, it seems like it's a good scene. I mean, there's a lot of studios in Lynn. There's a lot of.
It's becoming. I mean, last year there was like a big like KMF had a big movement going on where they had they were just providing a lot of opportunities for shows and studio time. So the KMF was like a big movement.
Yeah.
There was
the
a
last couple of years.
festival, right?
Yeah, they had a festival and everything. Yeah, so, but also the Lynn Foundation is also doing a lot of stuff as well. They're kind of curating their own little culture there. They're more like arts community based.
Yeah.
So it's not always like the rappers going to that community, but they're trying to be inclusive in that aspect as well.
Nice. Yeah, we've talked about, we had C. Wells on the podcast at one point, and just how, outside of Boston, like what cities are doing the most in the hip hop scene in Massachusetts, and Lynn's definitely. I'd say Lynn and Brockton are both up there.
Oh yeah, Brockton's a force, bro. Brockton is really coming with a lot of talent.
Definitely.
So I think there's there's more in Brockton as far as people that are building their own brands, and I want to see that coming out of Lynn a little bit more.
Okay.
Because you have like the Van Burens, you have I think Naughty's from Brockton, that area. Like you know what I mean?
C4.
Yeah, you have like a lot of like brands,
right?
That you could recognize. Like we need that in Lynn.
C4 is not from Brockton, I don't think.
Randolph, I believe.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Brockton.
But
I
it's
thought
that
he was
area.
from Boston.
No. He's from. No. You're right. He's from Boston, but he like lived in Brockton. He told me recently.
Okay,
Yeah.
He reps Brockton.
Yeah, he reps Brockton right
that
now.
makes sense.
Yeah.
I see. Because I thought I was corrected on that in the past, because I think I thought Brockton originally, and then I was told otherwise. And
He had a music video like years ago where he had a Boston hat on and he took it off and put a Brockton hat on. That was like around the time that we had him on the podcast.
Honestly, C4, now you got to come back on the podcast and
C4.
clear this up, dude. What it
Boston or Brockton.
makes sense, yeah.
Shout out to C4.
Either way, he's fire. Yeah,
He is.
Talented.
That Netflix appearance was dope.
That's amazing, bro. For anyone to get that opportunity, especially from where we're from, that we know that guy, which is dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's ill. So,
I feel like you would have thrived on that show.
that would have been awesome, man. Given the
Next
opportunity.
season?
Next
We'll
season.
see. But to be in front of Eminem and to get complimented by Eminem is crazy.
That is crazy.
shout out
That's
to
all the
C4.
validation you need.
100%, bro. You could accomplish anything with just that compliment.
Right.
Oh my God. There's a whole generation of people that would kill for that any time, like to hear him say even half that sentence to them, you know?
That would be like, whoa, bro. All right. Like, I'm about to drop an album every day.
Right.
Forever.
That is
Until I make it.
Yeah.
You know?
So I know you have a team beyond just T too. You got your manager with you here. Shout out, bro.
Yep.
Do you how are you guys like working together, and like do you feel, could you, like, is your team really lifting you up? And not to put you on blast.
Oh yeah, 100%, bro. This is like
No, terrible.
So
Yeah.
I've had different. I've had different.
It's the, sorry, if you want to turn that, it's this knob here, and then you can like
No, it's all good.
angle
Don't worry.
it a little
But
bit.
yeah, I've had different. Like I've worked with different people throughout time, and I think right now is like the most locked in everybody's being on everything. Like, and it's not just Prez and it's not just T, because we have other people that we work with constantly, like Neff, for example. Neff Shooter he's done my album covers for the last like 3 album covers. He's done my photos for the last 2 years. Like, he's somebody who's locked in. Like, yesterday we shot, or the day before we shot a music video, and he was just doing pictures, and then he just like helped me out in directing the whole thing, because we're doing it kind of vlog style video. So Neff is somebody who's a huge component to the creative aspects, like the visual aspects. Then we have Nick, who helped us out many times. We came to Puerto Rico, made a bunch of videos with us. He's like Nick Shooter from So Right.
Yep.
He's another person who we can rely on, like, to get things done. We have Virtue, who's another person. We did the Don't Push Me video. He was just at the other video shoot, and now we're like, he didn't direct it, but we're just working with people that are super, super talented, and we can rely on them, and we have like an infrastructure. So that's Prez, that's me building a relationship with everybody, and just keeping it super professional, being consistent, and just working hard. And everybody kind of sees that now, and now they're willing and to work with us, even if it's last minute. Like last minute, we pulled some favors or whatever, but that's just because of the camaraderie that we have between these guys and everybody.
Yeah, and that's the reason I asked that, is because I could see it at the listening party that you had just people knowing their roles and playing those roles, and
that was all last minute too. And that's just like we didn't really have a conversation about that. Everybody just kind of took care of everything on their own merit, which is dope, because that just showed, like, that just builds now that I can trust 100% of these people. And like, next time I'll come back and it'll be a lot more organized. But the fact that I bought a flight with no plan on Tuesday, got here on Tuesday, shot a music video, did an album cover, did a listening party, did this interview, and finished the album in 3 days is amazing.
Busy. Yeah.
And I'm going back. Yeah, I'm going back later today. So it's like
crazy.
That's ill, bro. Like, and it's just, I feel so happy and grateful to have these people around me to be able to just help me get my vision across, but also push me in different directions as well that I might not be comfortable in.
How essential is that to have a team around you? Because a lot of people try to do it on their own. And was there a time where you were trying to do it on your own and you were like, I need some help?
There's been times where I had to do things on my own, yeah. But there's also, I've always had a team, but like, that doesn't always mean that just having a team is good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times you can work better by yourself if you have the wrong team with you.
True.
So it's a matter of finding people that are just as dedicated as you and into the aspect. Because if they're not, then you're just wasting time.
Yeah.
So it's like finding the right people. That's what's the key, not just having a team. So don't just build a team for whatever. Because if you can do it by yourself, then do it by yourself until you find the right people, because you'll be working at your own pace. You'll be working a lot faster. You'll be getting everything that you're done, like that you wanted done, and you can rely on yourself for those results. Like whatever results you got were based off of your own work.
Yeah.
And if you have people who are like half-assing working with you and you don't have the results you want, you can't really always blame yourself fully, or it's like a weird thing. It's like, oh, you could have done better. You could have done better. Then it's pointing fingers and everybody's getting mad. It's like, nah. If you can do it yourself, do it yourself. Or if you can get a team that everybody takes accountability and everybody's like, yo, we need to do this by this time and there's no other way around it. And everybody's like doing what they can, like, putting in the extra hours on the crunch time, like, you know what I mean? And that's what everybody in the team is doing right now. We're going like extra hard to get everything done, like by deadlines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We can see it. The results are there.
Yeah. So that's the most important thing, not just having a team.
And having a good team, like you're saying, this all ties back into the freedom aspect of what you're talking about, because you are free to do what you need to do, and they're doing what they need to do, and you can trust that they are.
You know what?
Those parts are filling the gaps.
That's true, but also, if you have somebody who's willing to do shit, right? Like really wholeheartedly willing to ride for you or like help you do what you need to do, right? You can learn together as you go. Like right now, me and T are learning how to work together still. Like on the beat side, we're made great music, but on the engineering side, there's a lot of things that I like that me and him are trying to get right. So that required, just in this trip, like probably 10 to 11 hours in the studio just working on vocals. You know what I mean? And we're just like talking about how the vocals need to sound. But now that those 11 hours are done, when Pressure 3 comes around, he's already going to know exactly what to do with my vocals. Do you know what I mean? So just having the patience, building, like everybody having patience with each other, knowing that the end goal is the result that everybody wants, So everybody just like, it's a learning process, but we all have to have patience and just be willing to work. Then that's what you need. Like, it doesn't have to be the perfect team at first, but the team that's willing to work and grow, that's the team you want.
Yeah. And learn each other and each other's habits.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's huge.
And having patience, because you might clash a little bit in the beginning, but like, none of it is personal at the end of the day. Like, no, as long as you're not a dickhead, like,
right.
You know what I mean? Don't be a dickhead. Just be understanding.
You can have a disagreement without being a dickhead.
Like, just understand. Everybody's trying to work. So, like, if you understand, okay, it's important to know everybody's strengths and weaknesses and where you can kick in, where they can kick in, and things like that, and just balance all that out.
Yeah.
That's the
And
proper
things
way
are
to have a
never
team.
like perfectly smooth the whole way through. Someone's gonna have a question or a differing opinion or something, and you at least have to take it into consideration, figure out what the best course is, and then take it. And people can't have their feelings
Bro,
hurt,
the end
you know?
result has to be that the product looks smooth when it comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything looks smooth when it comes
Right.
out. We could be like disagreeing the whole time until the fucking product comes out and we made it work and it came through.
I was gonna say, if you're agreeing the whole time, that's probably not good.
Yeah.
You're
Well-
not pushing each other
Well,
enough.
you know, the vision should be agreed upon.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing. If like the vision is agreed upon, the differences will be settled as long as everybody knows where we're going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So if there's disagreements on the vision, then that's when you have problems.
Right. Have you ever produced or tried to?
I've tried producing and like I've given tips and stuff of how I want things to sound. I'm told, like I was having this conversation yesterday with Prez, bro.
Yeah.
I hate technical stuff when it comes to
Gotcha.
music. Like I say I don't think when I make music, and I really don't want to think about
Yeah.
anything. Like if you're talking about thinking, bro, I just started getting stressed out and I start not thinking about music like the way I want to. So I'm just like, yo, I come to the studio. I did the whole Pressure album with no socks on, bro, like chilling.
Really?
Okay.
Just vibing on my couch in my apartment.
That is a
dude. Like,
vibe.
you know what I'm saying? On
Grounded.
the island,
Yeah.
like I was like, yo, like I just want to come here and just rap.
Were you
bro.
walking outside barefoot too?
Bro, we would just go outside, bro. I had like some sandals on, like, dude. I'd just be like chilling outside, like go in, like, yo, hold on, we need to take a break. Let me go to the beach real quick. Come back, rap. You know what I
Dude,
mean?
you
It
have a
was-
sick life.
Yeah,
I'm
that
like,
does
kind
sound
of jealous.
sick.
So I have a question. Are you familiar with One Piece at all? I got the flag up there. You know the show One
I
Piece?
saw one episode of the live action version.
Oh, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I'm big on the anime, and just like a lot of what you're living the Luffy lifestyle. We talked about it with Sam Buck a little bit.
The what? The what?
Luffy is the main character,
Okay.
and his goal is to be king of the pirates, so that he can be the freest person in the world.
Bro, you know what? That's all I'm looking for is freedom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The freest
Like,
person in
And
the
everything
world.
you're talking about, I'm like, it's so interesting that I'm like, you don't know anything about that show, and it's like the main theme is like just be free.
that sounds
And
ill. I'm gonna check that out.
I would
Is that
highly
was the live
recommend.
action good or should I just stick to the anime?
So I have differing opinions than other people. I have watched like the whole anime, so I would say watch the anime. It's a big investment. It's like 1,000, like almost like 1,200 episodes, and it's still going.
that sounds cool. That it's like based off of that, and that's something that you could just throw on, like if I'm on a plane or something.
if you're like
or whatever.
running or anything, it's
Cool.
yeah, throw it on the background. There's also like people have like episode guides, like you can skip certain shit. So like, I wouldn't recommend skimming too much. There's not a lot of filler in it. But anyways, the over themes are like, you know, just working with your teams, like friendship, supporting your friends, like you know, it's like basic stuff, but it's also like really deep, and people
That sounds awesome.
People love it. So
Yeah, it's very cool.
I would definitely recommend it because your mindset and lifestyle kind of align with that like whole thing. So when you get the time, I'd say chip away at it. But
Definitely,
yeah.
that sounds really cool, man. But yeah, dude, the whole plan was freedom from the jump. Like the reason I became an artist, the reason I became an entrepreneur, the reason I'm an author, like it's all about freedom, bro. Like the way I wrote the book Diamonds was on some. I took a shower one day and I was like, yo, I could write a book today, and I literally wrote it in one day, like type shit. And it's just like any idea that I have, I just want to just do it. Like I just want to be able to, if I want to go on vacation somewhere, I want to just do it. Like I don't want to, if I want to live somewhere else, and that's part of the other reason I'm moving to Puerto Rico. Like I always pictured I could live anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I had to be stuck in like Massachusetts forever. Not stuck in Massachusetts 'cause it's a great place to be, but I'm just saying for me, I always saw like I could live anywhere. Like,
we are citizens of the world, and I think people forget
exactly.
that.
That's
Yeah.
always what I thought of. Like I always figured like I live on the earth, like I can live anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
This is
Like-
my earth.
like
We do make that confusing with paperwork and shit,
yeah,
but at
you know
least
what I'm saying? Like
Puerto
literally,
Rico,
I
you can just
live-
go, right?
I
You
can
don't
live-
have to do
exactly, but
visas,
not
yeah.
even Puerto Rico. Like I would love to live in Europe for a while or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like just be able to just travel and just be free. So like that's the reason like I decided entrepreneurship and music was like the direction I wanted, because I feel like you can have a lot of freedom.
For sure.
I think that's what we all want at the end of the day. I mean, that's what we work for.
Who doesn't want that?
That's what,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
what we save for. That's why people retire, to have the freedom like a little bit more. You know what I mean? So it's all just comes back to whatever you need to do. Like freedom should be the end result. Like more than money, more than everything else. It's just, those are just things that allow you freedom.
So this is a little kind of out of left field.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of sharks in Puerto Rico? Do you have to be careful with that?
I haven't heard of any sharks in Puerto Rico.
Really?
Is there any sharks in Puerto Rico? You know what's crazy? No. You know what's
I
dangerous?
think so. Yeah.
What's dangerous is the waves in Puerto Rico, bro. There's a lot of
Really?
beaches that, yeah, bro. There's people die in the ocean.
I
There's like
imagine-
helicopters and like police looking for bodies like in the ocean over there.
So I'm really bad at maps, and I don't know like what's like above or whatever. And at one time I looked up where Puerto Rico was. It's fucking out there. I didn't know it was like I thought it was like right off Florida or something. I didn't know it was like
Yeah, bro.
like if you get pulled out, it's not like you can swim to the next like
Yeah, bro,
shore
you're
or
done.
something.
No,
that's true.
You're
That's a
gone.
good point.
There's
Yeah.
beaches that have all warning signs everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, they're kind of
Damn.
fun sometimes, but like don't go deep.
Have you gone in the
Don't-
waves?
No, I've gone in the waves, but like
Yeah.
not deep. Like if you go deep, you're done. Absolutely
my
done.
God.
You'll be smashed. I've been flipped over, like rolled completely, somersaulted in the water a couple times.
Dude, that happened actually to my family.
Your life flashed before you.
Dude, like
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's crazy, bro.
Were there like warnings not to go out, or did
Yeah, there's warnings, but like
Okay.
it's just water. It looks nice. You know?
Exactly.
It's just water. You got to respect the ocean.
Yeah.
The ocean will kill you.
Like, bro, it's a beautiful beach. What do you mean I can't go in?
Exactly,
What are you talking
yeah.
about?
my family went to Barbados when I was in like high school, and it was our first day there. We unpack, we get to the beach, and like no one's on the beach, and we just go right in the water, and we got tossed like
Yeah.
that, and we were like, "Dang, these waves are crazy,
Bro.
And like at one point, like my sister pops up and she's like, "I was gone for like a minute. You guys like what the fuck?" And then so we found out like the next day, like the red flags on the beach meant like don't even be there. And
Okay,
we were
yeah.
swimming and no one told us anything. It was so weird.
Bro, it's mad dangerous.
Yeah.
It's really kind of cooked. Like now that I'm thinking about it, if there was rocks during any of that situation,
You
I
would've
would
been
have
fucked.
been
Yeah.
absolutely yeah.
Yeah, we came close because there actually were rocks around us.
I remember one night before we moved, me and Prez, we went kayaking in the nighttime. Like there was like this kayaking thing.
Nighttime kayaking
Yeah.
and there's sharks, dude.
No. There was just like no, it was
You're
just
stuck on the sharks.
there was like
I'm scared of sharks, man.
there was like starfish,
okay?
bro. It was cool.
Okay.
But,
That's dope.
but like yeah, we're just kayaking in the night and it's mad ill. Like it's got this lit up boat. And then there's like helicopters and police all over searching for some dead bodies from the beach that we were at earlier. Crazy. We're like, shit, bro. Like,
There were a lot of dead
this
bodies
is
in
kind
Puerto
of
Rico.
mad. Bro, it's like quiet and there's just helicopters and you're just in the dark kayaking. Like, it's mad.
That is wild.
What
mad
if
eerie.
what if like all of a sudden your paddle hits something and you're like,
Bro, I would have just been like, wow, Puerto Rico's crazy.
must have been the wind.
I would have just kept going. I don't even know. That's too much for me.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
man.
that's wild. Kayaking at night to begin with is
so
risky
scary.
business. Yeah.
It's sick, bro. No, there's like a whole instructor and everything. It's like
Oh,
a vibe.
okay.
It's like
There's
a
an
vibe. It's not like
instructor.
I'm just going into the ocean.
Oh, I thought you were going by
Bro,
yourself.
but
That's
know
what
what
I thought, yeah.
You know what's crazy? There's these people that go like nighttime, like hunting in the
Okay.
water, spearfishing. Like they go into the deep ocean with a little light on their head and just pure
Because
darkness.
the fish probably come to them with the light.
That's dangerous. That's when I think about the sharks. Like,
Yeah.
if the
All
shark
of a
comes,
sudden,
you're
just
done.
huge teeth are in front of you and you
like,
can't get out of the
nah,
way.
That's crazy.
Dude, probably one of my more legitimate fears is open water. It's so scary that anything could happen
agree
and
with
you
that.
just can't control anything out there.
You don't know
I
what's
don't even know
going
how
on.
to swim, bro.
Yeah, really?
I don't know how to swim, man. It's very unfortunate for me,
And you win in those waves, not
Yeah,
knowing how
now
to
you're
swim.
really scaring me.
bro. I just, sometimes I'm not afraid to live, bro. Like, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If something's like, if
guy's
you're
free.
in a situation, if you're in a situation and you're like, yo, should I try this? Am I really gonna be thinking about the fact that I can't swim? Like, as long,
I mean, it is the ocean. I don't know.
I mean,
I
like,
just,
like, safety precautions. Like if there's certain safety precautions, but like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be scared. Like, let's,
Yeah. Just hold your breath and
Wanna
eventually you'll
experience
get to the top, you know?
bro, I'll be fine. You
Yeah.
know, I'll figure it out.
Still here.
I'm doing great.
Made it.
Never been better.
Wait, so I'm sorry. Why are they spearfishing at night? Is that like when the fish
Bro,
got
I
out?
don't know.
or-
Was
That
that-
must be when they're out.
We were at a restaurant and we just keep seeing these these big flashes. Yeah,
I
these
would have
big
thought
flashes.
so too, yeah.
And we're just like,
Is that a cover up? Maybe it is a UFO.
no. Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle is part of the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, is it?
Okay.
Oh.
But
So I don't know if you guys, yeah, oh my God. I want to go now.
it's sick, bro.
I want to go and maybe not disappear, hopefully.
Nah, hopefully not.
Let's go spearfishing.
Yeah, I'll go spearfishing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boys
No,
trip.
you might have a higher chance if you go spearfishing.
I'm in. I am in. That's crazy though. I mean, I would love. I mean, it sounds like there must be a lot of like fresh seafood there and stuff. I bet it's
Yeah,
amazing.
the seafood is really good, man. The food in general is really good. It's I like to drink coconuts. Like, there's a certain area where you just can get a bunch of coconuts
Okay.
for low. So
Is that safe, like to eat it right out? Because I see people like they chop it, you can drink it right out. That's
Yeah.
totally good.
yeah, 100%.
Do you have to check for anything? Like, are they cracked sometimes already?
Oh, sometimes, yeah, you want to look
And
for
that's
that stuff.
bad news, I imagine.
I would probably not drink it, but
Yeah.
they're usually pretty good. Like, I mean, I haven't ever picked up a coconut and opened it myself because that's like seems like a lot of work. You have to like
Yeah.
have a machete.
Yeah, I feel like people must lose fingers on that a lot, right?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure.
I'm sure, just it's a big lop, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, man. Wait, is it the coconuts that are like hairy? Because there's different kinds of coconuts, right?
There's
the
green
smooth one.
coconuts. The green ones are the good ones to drink. They're like
Okay.
the young coconuts. I guess the older they get, the hairier they get.
Oh, it's
But it's just like people.
Same.
that's true. That's true. That's how come I'm so hairless and beautiful. Oh man.
But yeah, coconuts. I've never had one. I bet they're good.
You know?
Yeah, I'm
So
not a
you
big
said you
fan.
get them for the low? You got a coconut plug?
At that one place, it's called Piñones.
Okay.
That's a fire spot to go and get coconuts, bro.
All right.
All right. Do you have to? So, like, if you wanted to bring coconuts back, do you have to tell them that, like, on your flight, or you can just take them?
I don't know, man. That's a great question.
Is it? It's apparently illegal, guys. Did you know that? Chat, don't do it. I thought you were thinking about it, so I wanted to make sure people know not to. Damn. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, we're about an hour and a half in. I'm trying to. So, was there anything in particular you wanted to plug? I know we got your website, Suriel 781.
Yep.
We can get merch there.
The book Diamonds is, I think, the biggest thing.
Diamonds, check it
I
out
gotta get
everywhere
that.
except Amazon. And if you
Yeah.
do see that it's on Amazon, just get it somewhere else.
Yep.
Right.
And you said the audiobook's out too, right?
The audiobook is on YouTube only.
Okay. Well, you know what? Don't do it. Just buy the book.
Yeah.
And then we got Pressure 2 will be out by the time this comes out, July 4th.
Yep.
Pretty exciting. And is there anything else you wanted to plug? I'm just listening
That's it,
on your
man.
stuff.
That's everything. That's
Sounds
everything
good.
going on right now.
And you said you have a show in August
August 1st,
with Exit Fame?
I will be performing with Exit Fame.
Okay. So that's
Shout
the
out
next
Exit
show.
Fame. You haven't met Pepe. He's gonna meet Pepe.
This is,
My rabbit.
Pepe is his rabbit. He's
Oh, you
not-
sent me a picture.
Yeah,
yeah, so
I say, yeah.
Exit Fame did not want to meet Pepe, and Owen is not happy about it.
It's just
Yeah.
my bit, It is not a big deal. I'm just like, but yeah, no. I took a picture of him and T at the studio, and I sent it to them. But the last picture I sent was Pepe all sluted out. So
I was like, yo, sent me a picture of his cat.
he does look like a cat from that angle. So in fairness, Pepe has floppy ears for those who don't know. So it's not like he has the stereotypical rabbit ears.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, man, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you back, and I'm
Definitely.
sure we'll be seeing you at shows sometime throughout the summer.
Definitely, man. I'll be playing some shows soon, and I'll be back. I'll be back next month. I'll be back often.
Yeah, so
that.
definitely let us
Yeah.
know, and hey, we'll probably visit you in Puerto Rico. I want to go spearfishing.
Yeah,
Come
we're doing
come
that.
through. We should do like a beach,
Oh,
a
I'd be
beach
down.
interview.
That would be
Oh
sick.
man, dude, yeah, we could.
That'll be sick.
Well, I'll have to check a bag, but we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing
Sip
it.
some coconuts.
Yeah, that would be a vibe.
No, we can't. Oh, we can sip them. We can't bring them back.
We can't bring them back. No.
Don't bring
Dude,
it
I
back.
could tell you wanted to, so I just
I-
wanted to make sure we don't.
I might try to smuggle a couple. We'll see.
But yeah, thank you. We'll catch you on the flip, and Suriel, Pressure
Suriel.
2, peep it.
Pressure 2, July 4th. Make sure you go get that.
Let's go. Play it at your cookouts.
Definitely, that's the point.
All right. Love it.
Word.